RYOBI has quietly built one of the most complete cordless ecosystems on the planet, and Amazon has all of it in one place. Whether you are starting from scratch or expanding a battery platform you already own, here are 20 tools worth your attention right now. Number 1. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt 6-tool combo kit. If you are building a cordless tool collection from the ground up, starting with a combo kit is the smartest move you can make. This ONE Plus bundle puts a drill, impact driver, circular saw, reciprocating saw, and flashlight in one box, all running on the same battery platform. Everything works together out of the box, and every battery you buy from here on works across over 300 RYOBI tools. It is the fastest and most cost-effective way to get a full kit operational. Number 2. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt drill and driver. A compact drill driver that handles fastening and boring in wood, drywall, and light metal without the bulk of a heavier machine. The 2-speed gearbox covers the full range from driving small screws to boring large holes, and the 24-position clutch protects fasteners and materials from overdrive. For everyday drilling tasks around the house or on the job site, this is the drill most people reach for first, and for good reason. It punches above its weight class at its price. Number 3. RYOBI ONE Plus HP 18-volt brushless hammer drill. When you need to drive into concrete, brick, or masonry, a standard drill is not enough, and that is exactly what this brushless hammer drill is built for. The brushless motor delivers more torque and significantly better runtime than a brushed equivalent, so the battery lasts longer through tough material. It's covered drilling, driving, and hammer drilling from one tool, and the all-metal chuck holds up to repeated impact without slipping. If you work on anything harder than wood, this is the drill your kit is missing. Number 4. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt impact driver. An impact driver is a different tool from a drill, and once you understand what it does, you will use it constantly. The impact mechanism delivers short rotational bursts that drive long fasteners through hardwood and dimensional lumber without stripping heads or torquing your wrist. For decking, framing, cabinet installation, and any work involving large quantities of screws, it is far faster and less tiring than a drill. The 18-volt ONE Plus version is compact, light, and runs on the same batteries as the rest of the lineup. Number 5. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt 5.5-inch circular saw. One of the most purchased cordless circular saws in the ONE Plus lineup, and the reviews reflect exactly why. Lightweight enough to use one-handed for sheet goods and framing cuts, with a 5.00-inch blade that handles most dimensional lumber without struggle. The magnesium shoe stays flat and the blade guard is solid. Two details that matter more than they sound on a saw you pick up and put down dozens of times a day. A strong first cordless saw for any builder or DIYer getting into cordless cutting tools. Number 6. RYOBI ONE Plus HP 18-volt brushless 6.5-inch saw. If you need the full capacity of a 6.5-inch blade, deeper cuts through doubled lumber, better performance in thick hardwood, and more runtime on a single charge, the brushless upgrade is where to go next. The HP brushless motor runs more efficiently than a standard brushed motor, which means it runs cooler, lasts longer, and delivers more consistent power under load. For anyone who has already maxed out a smaller saw or needs to cut through material that a 5.5-inch blade struggles with, this is the step up. Number 7. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt reciprocating saw. A reciprocating saw is the demolition tool, cutting pipe, pulling nails, slicing through walls, and roughing out openings in places no circular saw can reach. The variable speed trigger gives you control over the cut, the toolless blade clamp swaps blades in seconds, and the pivoting shoe keeps the blade anchored to the material for cleaner cuts. Running on ONE Plus batteries, it goes anywhere without a cord, which is exactly the kind of freedom demolition and rough-in work demands. A tool that earns its place in any truck or toolbox. Number 8. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt Jig Saw. For curve cuts, irregular shapes, and precision work in wood and thin metal, the Jig Saw is the tool a circular saw cannot replace. The adjustable orbital action lets you dial between a smoother finish cut and a faster aggressive cut, depending on what the material calls for. Toolless blade change means you can swap from a wood blade to a metal blade in seconds on the job. The ONE Plus version runs quiet and smooth, and the built-in dust blower keeps the cut line visible through the entire pass. A versatile saw that most cordless kits underestimate. Number 9. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt 7.25-inch miter saw. A cordless miter saw running entirely on 18-volt ONE Plus batteries. No cord, no extension reel, no hunting for an outlet. The 7.25-inch blade handles crosscuts and miter cuts in dimensional lumber cleanly, and the sliding compound design reaches wider stock than a non-sliding version. For trim work, decking, and finish carpentry where you are moving around constantly, cutting the cord off the miter saw changes the workflow completely. If you are already in the ONE Plus ecosystem, this is the most compelling cordless miter saw on the platform. Number 10. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt angle grinder. the most reviewed tool in the RYOBI ONE Plus cordless grinder category, and it earned that status by doing the job consistently across a wide range of tasks. Metal cutting, grinding welds, removing rust, polishing surfaces, all of it handled with a standard 4.5-inch disc. The guard adjusts for grinding and cutting positions, and the spindle lock makes disc changes fast. For tradespeople and DIYers who work with metal regularly, a cordless angle grinder removes one of the last cords from the toolbox without any loss in usable power. Number 11. RYOBI ONE Plus HP 18-volt brushless multi-tool. An oscillating multi-tool is the tool for everything a blade or disc cannot reach, cutting flush to a surface, removing grout, scraping adhesive, sanding in tight corners, and making plunge cuts in trim or flooring. The brushless motor in this version delivers stronger performance and better battery efficiency than the standard model, and the universal accessory interface accepts most major brand blades without an adapter. For finish work, remodeling, and repair jobs, this is the tool that solves the problems every other tool leaves behind. Number 12. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt 5-inch random orbit sander. A random orbit sander produces a scratch pattern no belt or sheet sander can match. The combination of rotation and orbit breaks up the linear scratches that show up under stain and finish. The 5-inch hook and loop pad accepts standard discs from any brand, and the dust bag keeps the surface clear through the full sanding pass. For furniture finishing, deck prep, and paint removal on flat surfaces, this is the sander that gets wood truly ready for a finish coat. Quiet, smooth, and predictable from start to stop. Number 13. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt corner cat finish sander. A round random orbit sander cannot get into a 90-degree inside corner, and that is the one problem this triangular finish sander solves. Completely. The corner-reaching pad gets flush into joints, cabinet interiors, window frames, and stair stringers where no other sander fits. Variable speed keeps the tool under control on delicate trim and painted surfaces, and the compact size makes it easy to work in positions a larger sander makes awkward. For finish work and furniture, this is the sander that completes what the random orbit starts. Number 14. RYOBI ONE Plus HP 18-volt brushless high-torque impact wrench. A standard impact driver handles screws. This impact wrench handles bolts. The brushless high-torque motor delivers serious rotational force for automotive work, heavy equipment, and structural bolts that would stall a standard wrench. The compact head fits in tight engine bays and framing spaces where a full-size impact gun will not reach. For mechanics, construction crews, and anyone who regularly tightens or loosens large fasteners, this wrench closes the performance gap between cordless and air-powered tools more than most expect. Number 15. RYOBI ONE Plus HP 18-volt brushless cutoff tool. A cutoff tool runs a 3-inch cutting wheel at high speed for precise cuts in metal, tile, and pipe that a full-size grinder is too large to make cleanly. The brushless motor keeps the wheel speed consistent under load so cuts stay controlled and the compact head reaches tight spots a larger tool cannot. For HVAC work, plumbing, metal fabrication, and scoring tile, this is the cutting tool that sits between a grinder and a rotary tool in size, and covers the jobs neither handles as well. Number 16. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt compact fixed base router. A cordless router changes where and how you can do edge work. No outlet required means you take the router to the lumber rather than the lumber to the shop. The fixed base holds the bit depth consistent through the full pass, and the soft start reduces the startup lurch that throws a cutoff line. For edge profiles, dados, rabbets, and template work on furniture and cabinetry, this compact router delivers the control you need without the cord that limits where you can use it. A genuinely useful addition to any woodworking setup. Number 17. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt cutout tool. A rotary cutout tool is how drywall installers cut outlet boxes, light fixtures, and panel openings cleanly, plunge the bit through the sheet, then follow the edge of the box to trace a perfect cutout in seconds. It also handles tile scoring, thin sheet goods, and any application where a jab saw is too rough and a jig saw is too large. The collet accepts standard cutting bits for drywall, wood, and tile. For renovation work and finish installations, this is the tool that makes clean cutouts fast. Number 18. RYOBI ONE Plus 18-volt LED flashlight. The highest rated tool on this list and also the most affordable. A compact LED work light that runs on any ONE Plus battery and throws bright, wide illumination across a work area without the heat of a halogen or the bulk of a traditional lantern. Magnetic base, hook mount, and flat base mean it goes wherever the work is. For anyone working in crawl spaces, attics, garages, or on job sites without reliable overhead lighting, this is the tool that costs very little and gets used constantly. Hard to overstate how useful it is. Number 19. RYOBI 18-volt wireless inflator. A cordless inflator that reads tire pressure digitally, inflates to a target PSI, and auto shuts the moment it gets there. No guessing, no overinflation, no watching a gauge. It handles car tires, truck tires, bicycle tires, sports balls, and air mattresses with one tool. Running on ONE Plus batteries means it goes in the trunk or the truck bed and works anywhere without a compressor, or wall outlet nearby. For anyone who has ever pulled out a gas station air pump in the rain, this inflator is the tool you wish you had bought sooner. Number 20. RYOBI ONE Plus 18V 2.0 amp-hour battery and charger kit. Every tool on this list runs on one battery platform, and this is the starter kit that gets you into it. The 2.0 amp-hour battery delivers enough runtime for most drilling, driving, and light cutting tasks, and the included charger brings it back to full in under an hour. Compatible with every ONE Plus tool RYOBI makes, over 300 options, across the full catalog. For anyone buying their first ONE Plus tool or adding a second battery to the rotation, this kit is the most straightforward entry point into one of the most useful cordless platforms available. That wraps it up. 20 RYOBI ONE Plus tools on Amazon right now in 2026 that are worth adding to your kit. Drop a comment telling us which one you are picking up first.